Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
We have been telling you about the battle over the so-called abortion pill, that it would end up at the United States Supreme Court. And as of about 10 minutes ago, the High Court has officially weighed in. Just moments ago, the Supreme Court decided to temporarily preserve FDA rules for access to the abortion pill while it weighs the issue more fully. Let's get right to Kimberly Gill, who is tracking these new developments for us this afternoon. Kim?
Hi there, Christy. Good afternoon to you. Today's ruling paused a rapidly developing legal battle over the abortion pill, mifepristone. The move temporarily suspended a lower court's ruling which limited access to the drug. That pause will remain in place until the justices have more time to review the case. As we reported earlier today, the Biden administration and a drug manufacturer have both asked the Supreme Court to preserve access to the drug mifepristone. The appeal asked the Supreme Court to prevent, quote, regulatory chaos and harm to women. Wednesday, an appeals court put restrictions on when the drug could be used and said it could not be sent through the mail. That decision narrowed a Texas judge's ruling after he tried to basically take the pill off the market. But a federal judge in Washington state says full access must be given in 17 Democratic-leaning states that sued to keep it on the market. Now everything is on hold. So meanwhile, in Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis quietly signed the Heartbeat Protection Act. That will ban most abortions after 6 weeks in that state. He signed the bill just after 11 p.m., posting only this photo to Twitter that you see here. There are exemptions for the life and health of the mother up to 15 weeks, and also adds exemptions, or exceptions, I should say, for rape and incest during that time period as well. Both are examples of the battles being fought across the country since Roe versus Wade was overturned last year. The new restrictions on the abortion pill are set to take effect tomorrow unless the U.S. Supreme Court acts before then. Of course, if anything changes the next hour, we'll have an update for you on Local 4 News at 5. For now, though, Christy, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, more to come. Thanks so much, Kim.
Sure thing.
All right, get ready for another case of weather whiplash. We've seen it before in Michigan. We're going to see it again this weekend. So let's start with a live look outside as we have tied a heat record this afternoon. It's been a stunning streak of warm weather. That's downtown Ann Arbor, downtown Detroit, and then Mount Clemens for you. All great and sunny. Kim Adams will be pinpointing, though, some changes that happened over the weekend. Kim?
Yes, and unfortunately, looks like it might affect your weekend plans, especially on Sunday. So we'll just enjoy this beautiful Friday night with temperatures in the low 80s. We did tie the record so far. Probably pretty safe to just say we're going to tie it, but we still have another hour or so where we could break that record. Sunday's the day that we are looking for some possibly strong thunderstorms. As we zoom in a bit closer for you here, we're in a marginal risk. That's the lowest of the threat levels. It goes all the way up to high. There are the 5 levels. This is a level 1, but it does encompass all of the viewing area, all of southeast lower Michigan. The threat for some high winds, also hail, maybe some flooding, low threat for tornadoes, but it is definitely something we will be tracking for you over the weekend. So if you want to do something outside, better to get it done on Saturday, not wait for Sunday. Again, temperatures right now are in the 80s, but another thing we need to talk about, a dramatic change in temperatures as well. I'll have that in the forecast.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Kim. See you in a bit. Macomb County prosecutors have charged a 16-year-old student in a school threat case. Investigators say that threat was airdropped to fellow students at Eisenhower High School on March 24th. The suspect downloaded a photo of someone holding a gun and added a threatening phrase and then sent it out during lunch. Now the juvenile is charged with a threat of terrorism and using a computer to commit a crime. Prosecutor Pete Lucido says his office has zero tolerance for school threats and that this needs to stop. The convicted Oxford High School shooter will remain in the Oakland County Jail. Every month, the judge decides if Ethan Crumbley will stay there or be moved to juvenile jail. Well, today the judge decided Crumbley will stay put. Crumbley pleaded guilty to murder charges in the 2021 school shooting that killed Justin Schilling, Hannah St. Juliana, Madison Baldwin, and Tate Meyer. A hearing on Crumbley's sentencing is set for June. We are getting new information on a shootout on Detroit's west side that left 4 people injured, including 2 teenagers. That number changed today. We are told that 2 of the people injured were 14 years old, 1 was 30, and the other 31. Police say more than 24 shots were fired last night on Penrod Street. That was near Schoolcraft and the Southfield Freeway. Gunfire broke out reportedly because somebody got upset about a delivery. One person is under arrest at the hospital. Police are still trying to figure out who was a shooter and who may have been innocent bystanders. We will have a live update with more from police tonight at 5. If you have weekend plans on the west side of Metro Detroit, be ready for some pretty big road closures. The Restore the Ruther project will close westbound 696 from Telegraph to I-275. That stretch will be closed from 8 tonight through 5 a.m. Monday morning, and it includes several ramps along the way. Also, westbound I-96 will be closed from I-275 to Beck Road. That's from 4 a.m. on Sunday through 7 p.m. Now, a few ramps will also be closed, but will reopen as the work is completed there. That work is part of the new I-96 Flex route. We have posted more information for you at clickondetroit.com so you can check out all of those closures and plan your weekend. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas is facing another round of ethics questions. This time, it's alleged he received money from his friend, a Republican billionaire. ProPublica says Harlan Crow purchased a string of properties from Thomas, including the home of the justice's mother. Soon after the sale, the report says contractors started working on home improvements worth tens of thousands of dollars. A federal disclosure law passed after Watergate requires justices and other officials to disclose details of most real estate sales over $1,000. Well, Thomas never disclosed the sale. Crow has released a statement saying he bought the home to preserve it as a possible public museum to honor his friend. So far, Justice Thomas has not commented on this new report. The man accused of leaking top-secret U.S. military documents will remain behind bars until at least next week. Jack Teixeira was arrested yesterday and made his first court appearance today at a federal courthouse in Boston. He's facing charges of possessing classified documents pertaining to national security and possessing national defense materials. We showed you his arrest yesterday afternoon. A detention hearing is set for next Wednesday to consider bond. He'll remain in custody until then. Up to 2,000 residents of Richmond, Indiana are still waiting to find out when they can go home. A fire at a plastics recycling plant is finally out, but experts are still monitoring the air quality there. The EPA says some samples have tested positive for asbestos, and that's a known cancer-causing agent. It is still not clear what sparked the fire, but local leaders have shared concerns about fire hazards at that plant since 2019. Even though the fire is out, firefighters plan to monitor hotspots throughout Saturday morning. Well, here at home, we have the story of a doggy discovery that has shaken two families who both love this German Shepherd mix. Local 4's Priya Mann is in Garden City with a remarkable chain of events that led to a reunion that has taken several years to achieve.
Stray dogs in Garden City end up here at Lucky Dog. So when an owner showed up looking for their lost dog with photos of the dog and a name that matched the microchip, the dog was returned. But turns out that dog was stolen, and the original owner never gave up hope.
Good boy.
Meet Max, a 12-year-old German Shepherd mix who'd been lost for 6 years.
I prayed, I said, Lord, if he shows up at a vet, I'm just praying that they would, we got him chipped for a reason.
Max ended up here as a stray at Lucky Dog Luxury Daycare and Boarding. Max was microchipped and the store owner called police. Stacy Carafota says she got a call a short time later.
And the owner calls me and she says, "Is this Stacy?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You have my dog Max?" I'm like, "You already picked him up." She goes, "No, I've been missing my dog Max for 4 years, over 4 years.
And she said, oh my goodness, she said, but we have her name, we have her number, we can connect you all. You the mama's boy, you the handsome.
Tree Kathy is the person linked to Max's microchip. But for the past 4 years, Max was with a family in Garden City.
The whole story was weird because it was kind of odd when I got the information from the microchip. I just looked at my staff and I said, this dog's been missing. I just could feel it.
Turns out Max was stolen 6 years ago, something the Garden City family didn't know. After talking with Stacy, they decided the right thing to do was return Max to Tree.
Called both owners. They met here the next day. They've kept in contact. Now they're going to be the pet sitters for Max when the old owners go on vacation.
Oh my God, I'm so grateful for Stacy. She didn't have to do it.
To find an owner that keeps her registration up and doesn't change their phone number and still wants their dog back, it's unbelievable, really.
It's a good story. It's a true story. and it's just one I'm grateful for.
And Stacy says it's vital to get your dog microchipped for a few reasons. One, it proves that you're the owner. And two, if your dog ends up lost, it could prevent your pup from being euthanized if it ends up at a shelter. In Garden City, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Wow, talk about a journey. Now, Priya tells us the story gets even better. Look at this. Tree also owns Max's mom, who is now 18 years old. She's not in great health. The family believes that Honeybun had been hanging on in the hopes that she would be reunited with her son, Max. What a story. Well, one battle over student debt has been decided. We will take a look at who's off the hook and who's still waiting to hear if they'll have to keep paying. Also, she was cut off from all human contact for 500 days. No phone, no computer. What did she do? Her story a little later. First, protesters marched, chanted, and demanded action, but did they get what they wanted? A decision on the retirement age, and what comes next?